Guys, I just wanted to make a video on how I survive life. Now, I feel like this is the best method to use when to survive your life, but, results may vary, I guess, disclaimer, whatever. But this is just how I survive life, and hopefully this can inspire or benefit you guys, and then you guys can be a little more happier. So, yay. So first things first, I guess I should give you some background knowledge about me. Growing up, I had a pretty hard childhood. I don't say that in the sense of as if it's my parents' fault, but it was pretty hard. I was bullied, and I basically had this mentality that I was very ugly and that I basically had no self-worth whatsoever, and there was nothing, nothing very positive about myself, and it was basically that was how my life was for the most part. In middle school, it was basically the same thing. I did make a lot of friends, but there was still a lot of drama and stuff, which did bring me down. I'm not a type of person that can deal with drama that well, at least not anymore. And yeah, I came into high school with the same kind of mentality during the time, freshman year. I made a lot of friends that I genuinely thought that, I was going to be with for quite a long time. I am still in high school, in case you guys are wondering, and I am a junior. But anyways, going back to what I was saying. And it was just very hard. I was very depressed. I was also very suicidal. Like, it was pretty hard. And I was just going through a lot of things. And in time, I realized a lot of stuff. I feel like what definitely did change my perception of life is that I realized that there's a lot of things that you just can't take control over, and the best thing you can possibly do is just let it go. In the words of Elsa, like, just let it go. There's nothing else you can really do. You can't change how people view you or feel about you, but like the quote says, you can change how you react to it, and I agree with that completely. I feel like also I'm a very positive person now. I love sending out positive energy to people and just overall being somebody that's just fun to be around, because the more you do that, the more you change into a person that is more fun to be with, and you're just a lot more positive, the more people want to surround themselves with you. And I find that that really does work, and that's what has been working for me. And although I did lose quite a lot of friends, I did find friends that I feel that they genuinely do love me, and I genuinely do love them back. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's the key to life, is just being the person that you wish to meet. You know what I mean? Like, just become that person that you think would be the best person. You know what I mean? Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's kind of hard. I probably sound like a crackhead, but I think you guys understand the idea of what I'm trying to say, right? Just basically be the best that you can be. And by being the best that you can be, people will surround you with the best that they can. You know what I mean? And that's usually how it goes. Like, this method has not failed me whatsoever, and if anything, this is probably the key to life, is just like, be as happy as you can, man. Be as happy as you can, and you will be surrounded with happiness. That is the honest truth that I believe. And that the energy you give out is the energy you will receive. And a perfect example of this was that before, like, when I was I had very low self-esteem, like very self-conscious and stuff like that. I realized that I'm listening to myself tell me, like, oh, you are ugly, you are this, you are that. But when that changes and you look at yourself in a totally different way, it's like, all right, like, I know my self-worth, like, I know what I'm doing. And perfect example of that is, like, before I used to think I was like this hideous, ugly ass faggot, and now I see myself as probably one of the most dopest human beings that anybody will probably ever meet. And I have this mindset where I'm going to change the world. And if you have that kind of mindset and you really tell yourself that you are this and that you will do that, it will happen. Like, it will happen. And you definitely do. need to change your perspective on a lot of things and how to deal with them for the most part. And that honestly does help you get through in life. It helps you maneuver, a lot more easily in life, and you learn how to deal with things a lot more differently. So basically, lesson learned here, there is a huge ass bee in my window. This shit is huge. This shit was the size of my fist. Anyway, so basically the lesson here, because this video is getting pretty long, it's 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Be the change you want to be. Whatever you put out there in the atmosphere, in the world, whatever energy you put out there is the energy you will receive back. And yeah, that's basically it. Also, another thing too is try to be a lot more understanding of others. By doing that, you understand a lot more, and you understand more about yourself. And yeah, and that's basically it. Just try to be the best that you can possibly be, and then hopefully, that inspires others, and then we can live in the